he's dead.
Justice. Is that what you call this? Storming into my home, murdering a half dozen of my men, almost killing my son? That doesn't sound like justice to me, Tint. Sounds more like
revenge. Yeah, that's it.
It's really funny that the crime boss is saying that shit. Like, that doesn't sound like justice to me. No shit, Sherlock. Also, you're a crime boss. You've done way goddamn worse. If anything, it does sound like justice to me, at least, because you've done way goddamn worse, and you're still not in jail. So, in any case, Harvey finally went Two-Face. Harvey finally... Oh, I totally forgot. A few episodes ago when they were interviewing Harvey, Lois Lane and Jimmy Olsen popped up again. I completely missed that. I was like, oh shit. Anyways, beside the point. Harvey pretty much he's dropped out of the race after getting the splash on his face. He even has a dream, pretty much like people making fun of his face if he was elected mayor, which he dropped out of the race. People are saying like it's really weird how Harvey suddenly dropped out of the race so soon to, being voted in. So people aren't liking that, the people of Gotham. And Harvey is like pretty much telling the cops that he doesn't remember anything, even though he does. Bruce tries to push him to try to get him to say something, which doesn't help, and pretty much it seems to have broken him a little bit more. Because a big thing that is...
Maybelline, new firework mascara. Firework it. 360-degree extraordinary lash impact. Super spark brush for a fully flared look. New firework mascara. Maybelline York.
No.
Okay.
Harvey.
Harvey thinks people are talking shit about him, and like you see like kind of the dark half of him coming out.
Well, it's your lucky night.
He thinks people are talking shit about him when I don't think they actually are.
You've got front row seats to the freak show.
Which, you know what? That does show like how messed up his face is. It isn't just a different... I know some people were making... I think some people had issue with his face not being blue or just being weird. Like, if anything, yeah, it's he has a destroyed face. That is what kind of helps make him go nuts. But, Harvey's, but pretty much Harvey after this, and he's keeping closed mouth about everything, tries to go and get his revenge, pretty much, hunting down everyone up to the big boss, which Alfred says that Bruce probably didn't help taking him out, which I did like that Bruce actually did offer Harvey to come out to come eat dinner, but also Bruce kind of also makes it clear towards the end, like, Harvey's done worse with other people, and I'm just trying to do whatever this to pretty much saying like Harvey's done this before, so whatever. We're just trying to catch the bad guys, which I do like. Which, on one hand, like I do like that Alfred is calling him out. Like that's like one. You're probably not helping this guy on this note, and sorry, he's like you're probably not helping with this guy who's already a bit mentally disturbed. Which, and like it is, and like Bruce pretty much tells him like on the phone, he's like, "You're wasting my time, Pennyworth," and shuts off. Which I can take it as either Bruce knows he's did that, but also on that same note, Bruce is kind of cold in this show, which is something I'm noticing a lot in this one, where it does feel a lot more obviously focused on the bad guys, I think. Other than it being like more of a back and forth between Bats and the criminals, it feels a lot more like it is focusing more on the criminal side of things. And eventually, switching over to Bats. Like, I'm trying to even think, like, I think most of the episodes follow the idea that you're following someone who isn't Bats. Like, you might see Bats once or twice a few times, but most of the time it is the criminals or side characters that are more in the show until Bats at the very end comes in to clean everything up. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but I do hope that they're going to eventually kind of lean more into Bats' whole thing, because it does seem like they're really pushing, like, Bats being... It's kind of like similar to the Batman, the movie, where Bruce is kind of cold and distant in all these different ways, and then, like, he has to learn to become a symbol for truth. I don't know how the last episode is going to play out, but yeah. But Harvey... Yeah,
We're trying to catch the man who did this to him.
I know. I'm simply suggesting your tactics tonight were...
Harvey Dent leaned on broken men all the time in court. He'd squeeze the small ones to get to the big fish. That's all I was doing.
Just spare a thought for the man, Master Bruce. Whatever he was, I don't think that's who he is anymore.
Harvey is messed up. Also, it's funny how, like, his first act as Two-Face is kind of a vigilante-esque act to bring justice, which I actually really like the idea of Two-Face being a more justice-based character, where he's trying to bring justice to Gotham, but in a more messed up way.
Help! Help! Shut up! Just give me the damn wire.
He also doesn't really seem to have the whole coin flip thing here.
You okay, mister? Yes, I'm good. Now, what do you think we should do about this guy? Do we leave him for the cops so they can give him a slap on the wrist? Or do we make our own justice? Wait. You can't mean. Tell you what, let's look for him.
Yeah.
Heads, we hand him over to the cops. Tails, we don't.
Stop! I'm not betting a man's life on a coin flip.
Yeah, maybe you're right. But this animal still needs to learn a lesson. No!
He puts a bullet in his leg. And so pretty much Harvey goes on a whole escapade trying to hunt down the guys who did this to him. This is pretty funny. He goes to this guy and tells him, like, you know, tell me where Zemo is, this guy is. And he does, like Harvey presses him.
I know you. You're that DA jerk.
Oh yeah, because Rupert Thorne made my key witness skip town. So let's cut the crap. Where's Tony Zito?
I don't know. I swear.
Wait, no, I know.
Again, watch this. Because that's the thing, too. Like, Harvey, in this case, does have a moral code, and it's not just flipping a coin to say yes or no. He does seem to have a moral code in this.
I mean, I know what broad Zito runs with. Maggie Kane.
I'm sure Maggie Kane's a character in something.
Emil, that was easy.
So again, he's leaving. He's gonna leave him alone. Like, he asked what he wanted. He didn't have to push any further. That was it.
Freak.
That's where he messed up. I love Harvey's... he's like, I was gonna let you live. Beats the shit out of him. And I mean that. Because eventually, also this guy's getting slowly updates of, like, how Harvey's coming after him. He's like, I live in a fortress. It's fine.
If Harvey Dent
Oh,
is
yeah.
the associates of Rupert Thorne, it's reasonable to assume
Thorne's behind this attack, and now Harvey's out for revenge.
just an hour or so after your night out with him. You realize that?
I needed answers.
Yes. So you said.
The situation's escalating and you're wasting my time, Pennyworth.
See, so you could either take that as Bruce is just telling Pennyworth, telling Alfred to shut up. But also that Bruce is probably mad because he knows he kind of fucked up.
Well, you ran amok.
And even like this too, like Harvey wants this dude's girlfriend to give him up, and you think, oh, what's he gonna do? Torture her? No, he actually just gives her a bunch of money and says, skip town.
Suppose
Yeah. All you do was keep his mouth shut, and this dude wouldn't be in the predicament. This is, what's his name? This is freaking Emil. He would have kept his mouth shut, not talked about Harvey calling him a monster. He'd be fine. He wouldn't be all messed up in a chair right now. A chair. This.
Harvey dead. What did he want?
Enjoy it. Wait, you smell that? Some
Harvey comes into the safe house, shoots the two guards. Bats is always like 2 steps behind. Oh, I didn't even realize that you see where Harvey broke the door. So that was a way that Bruce could tell that she had someone else pop up.
Don't.
You can see it right there.
I'm not your first visitor tonight.
Shit. Last one was a real looker. A mug like he lost a fight with a motorboat.
He was after your boyfriend, Tony.
I don't like how his cape comes down like that. Like, I prefer the full Batman, like, cape completely comes around the front. I like the Batman's design. I prefer when the cape completely around. I don't like how, like, his cape kind of just stops halfway here and just goes down. Like, do you really need to show off the bat symbol, bats? Like, you couldn't just have it go all the way around? I don't know, maybe that's how the original comics were. Most likely.
Cedar, wasn't he?
Ex-boyfriend now. Old Gruesome gave me enough scratch to leave this city for good.
Doesn't work.
Anyway. Tells him justice doesn't work. Tells him that he needs to... Or that giving this guy a second chance wouldn't work.
Please, you can't imagine the amount of pain and suffering you put me through. But you will.
please. No. It was forced on. He made me do it.
No, I know, Tony, but you still did it.
That's the thing, dude. He made me do it. Bullshit. You took the job and you still did it. Hell, if anything, because here's the thing, too, where Harvey could literally have the moral ground on this same fact. He took the money from Thorne, but he still stuck to his guns, convicting the dude who scammed out all these people in Gotham. He still stuck to those guns. This, like, literally, even in Harvey's eye, he's like, he threatened you? He threatened me too. I still did what was right. You threw acid in my face, so screw you. So.
And for the record, the other guy may not want to kill you, but I sure as hell do.
See, I take it that when you have their face covered, it says which face is quote unquote in control, which personality. Because it does seem like it is very much a split personality, but it's very vague on, like, who is who. But I think this is kind of showing. I think this is just straight showing that, yeah, Harvey, the good face, is the one that wanted Zito dead. Bruce didn't even try to save his ass.
Oh, God, I really did it. I killed them all. The hell?
Honestly, I don't know why he jumped on the car. He probably should have gotten in his car. Maybe he thought he could arrest Harvey that way. I don't know. Bruce slams into a truck, gets back mixed up. Bullock gives this guy a heads up. He also has a concussion. And Harvey pretty much figures out a way to get the drop. Kills a shit ton of people in the dark.
It ain't. That's all
Oh, I like that one.
That you up there?
It ain't Santa Claus, Rupert. Campaign promises and executioner.
Strong.
I also do love the part where this dude's son pops up in front of between the two.
No! Matthew, don't! If you want to kill my old man, you're gonna have to go through me.
You are one brave kid. But I never could resist a 2-for-1 special.
Such a messed up line, but it's so good. Anyway, Bats comes in, they fight. They get away. What pretty much ends it is that, like, you know, Two-Face says, I had him! And he's like, oh my god, I almost killed him! And he stops, and then he goes to jail. And Barbara is his lawyer. Honestly, just put him in Arkham. But anyways, that's episode of what? What episode is this? Episode 9. And I believe next is the last episode. So I'm going to watch that now. I just watch all these in a row, because why not? This show's really good. It is very much, I think, again, very much focusing more on the villains, I think, over Bruce and, like, his own struggles and everything like that. Like, we get snips and bits of it. Again, like him snapping at Alfred, or when he sees himself with the other kid and all this other stuff. We do see that. But, like, I do feel like I'm going to hope at some point we're going to get a little bit more on it. Maybe, hell, if anything, maybe the next episode will focus more on him. Specifically, I don't know. I'm trying to think. Because I'm trying to think, like, yeah, I think the only one where, like, we did kind of more focus on him over others was, no, because it was, I would say Clayface, but that's not true, because we were most focused on Montoya. I don't know. So everything guys love is watching. Just got my videos. Hopefully enjoy this. And let's see how this all plays out, especially the finale of this. And I don't know if there's going to be a season 2 or not, but let's see. But thanks for watching, and we will. See you later. Again, I'm still thinking about the vampire Robin sidekick. That'd be so freaking perfect. Also, Harvey is pretty good in this one, too. And I want to see how this can play out.